Hey, my name's Todd Thompson. I'm the writer, director, producer for Crooked, and I hope you enjoy the film. Monster Under My Bed had just played at this independent film slam at the Enzian Theater downtown Orlando, and about 3 days later I get this email from a gentleman who described himself as a male in his 40s who his life had been turned around because he finally got into the habit of flossing and brushing his teeth. And so at first I'm like, okay, this is interesting. I've never gotten an email like this before. But what he wanted was, he said, I was so incredibly moved by your film, the quality of it and whatnot, that I thought, what a great way to get my message out there, which is floss and brush your teeth through film. So how would you consider writing a story about that? And I of course thought he was joking at first, so I wrote him back and said, sure, I'll try anything. What do you have in mind? And he wanted me to basically create another story with these same characters, but make it about flossing and brushing. So I sat down, and Crooked was just born out of that. The cast for Crooked is definitely a returning cast in a lot of sense. Obviously it's part of a series, so Kendall and her mom and her dad and her brother, they're all recurring characters, obviously, just to keep that storyline going.
I love that I worked with Kendall before and all that too, so yeah, we kind of already know each other and have that set chemistry going on.
This is my first time, and so far it's awesome. It's great. I love this. Sort of can. I don't know, my best friend, she's all pretty and stylish, and then I like to just play sports. I like to shop too, but I mainly just like to play softball. Well, I don't know, there might be little things about me and Jessica that relate, but I'm not when I see a boy, I wouldn't drop my books in front of him. I would just I would wait till he comes up to me and does something, because I'm very shy when it comes to boys.
Yes, actually, I really do think that this character fits me extremely. I would like to wear a lot of the same clothes that he, and I play a lot of the same sports that he does, and I also act a lot like him. The character was extremely easy for me to get into.
To construct the fake tooth for Kendall's role in the movie, we had to do something to give her a crooked smile. So we made a mold of her teeth, and we constructed a little plastic tooth to fit over one of the erupting permanent teeth, so it gave her a little fang right here on the corner of her mouth. So that was a process that we were happy to participate in doing that part of the construction.
We actually ended up using the fake tooth for the scene that I lose my tooth in, and then I look at it on the floor, and then it's my tooth. They just put black putty.
You dry her mouth, we stick this on her tooth, and it blacks it out. It has a matte finish, it's not shiny, so it can reflect off of it. Let me see.
Ooh, thanks for the roses. Thanks, Art Department.
It's going to be a little bit here.
That's fine.
And when you smile, oh, nice.
Oh, that's great.
Perfect.
Don't worry about that blood, it's cow's blood. If you eat the hamburgers, you're fine.
Is chocolate syrup or red dye?
No kidding.
If you swallow it, you'll live.
I'm allergic to chocolate.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I was about to kill you. I was about to kill you.
That could have been bad, right?
Oh, it's off.
Right.
Okay. But we just tested it. Where are we?
Well, I'm part of the filming of Crooked. There were a couple, I guess, challenging opportunities for us as an independent film. Number one, the scope of the film. We had 3 days to shoot the entire film, and we had numerous locations to go to with a cast of probably about 300 people. When you factor in all the students, all the background, all the main actors and whatnot. So it's quite a big undertaking for a little independent project in 3 days. Or one of the most challenging scenes, probably for me anyways, was the pudding scene. And it was challenging for a number of reasons. We had a wardrobe that we couldn't technically get too dirty, so chocolate pudding is known to stain. And secondly, we didn't have a lot of time, or we didn't have the luxury of time to like do many more than one takes. So with all that said, we spent quite a bit of time talking about that shot and plotting it out. We basically shot everything around that scene first, saving that last moment for the putting in the face to happen. And we probably talked about that moment for about 30 minutes before we actually, sure enough, it went off like without a hitch.
Yeah, you'd think it would be like way messier, but really it didn't get on any of the clothes, but it was a lot of fun.
That was nice. Hey, we didn't even get a bit out of it.
That was awesome. I actually thought I was going to make a bigger splatter than that all over, but it actually looked good. It just stuck to her face more, and that's going to be great in the show.
That was awesome. I loved it. I really liked it.
We've accomplished what we needed to accomplish today, although we do have one more set up to go. But it's good. Crooked's interesting. I mean, we're definitely shooting Crooked with a definite purpose in mind. We're going to be distributing it to the dental community. We're going to make it available to dentists worldwide, teachers, parents, anyone who wants to kind of get that important flossing and brushing message out to their kids, their patients, and but in an entertaining way. I kind of call it an edutaining approach to teaching your kids about the importance of flossing and brushing. And really, it's told through the eyes of a little girl who has made that a part of her life. So it's a very subtle piece of the story, but it's a very important piece nonetheless, you know, in the whole premise of the storyline.